If you guys want to step up your keyboard game, you might want to pick up something like the MX Keys by Logitech. This is a great keyboard. Today we're going to go into some of the features it has and why I think it's a really nice keyboard you might want to pick up. Okay, so here I have the keyboard. This is it. This is the Logitech MX Keys, and this is the Mac version I have right now. The only real difference is the color. This is kind of like a space gray color, whereas the Windows version is just full on stealth black. So really not a lot of difference. Obviously, you also have these Mac keys on here. There's no Windows buttons on the entire keyboard. If you pick up the Windows version and you go for the international option, this will actually have Windows keys as well as Mac keys. So if that's more versatile and you're switching between different OSs, you might want to pick up that version. But in terms of pricing, it's pretty good. It's £100 or $100. If you're a student, you get student discount, so you can pick it up for a little bit less. Now, in terms of build quality, this thing is all plastic, I'm not gonna lie, but it does have some weight to it, and it does not feel cheap. It doesn't creak, it doesn't bend, it's very solid, and it's actually pretty heavy as well. So it's quite thin, as you can see, and there's this bit at the back which contains the battery. It charges up via USB-C, and the battery is pretty good. It lasts about 5 months with no light whatsoever. If you turn on the backlights of the keys, it lasts 10 days, which is actually pretty good. And it charges up in a few hours, so really I haven't found much of an issue. The lights also do go off, so if you leave the keyboard, they will go off, and when you come back, they will come back on again. There's some really cool sensors in here, and yeah, that's just really nice. When you bring your hands close to the keyboard, it lights up. So it does actually have some battery saving features in. In terms of the Bluetooth connection, there is 3 modes. There's 3 buttons on here, so you can actually pair up 3 different devices if you want to switch between your desktop, your laptop, and maybe your tablet. There's also an included Bluetooth dongle, so in case your desktop doesn't have Bluetooth built in, you can use this in order to pair with the keyboard. Works pretty well. You will need to download the unifying connection software by Logitech, and then that will go ahead and pair it up. So not too much effort. Honestly, Bluetooth is pretty good. It has a range of about 10 meters, but realistically, you're not going to be going too far away with this keyboard from your desktop or your laptop, whatever it might be, so that's not too much of an issue for me. In terms of how this keyboard actually feels when you're typing on it, kind of feels like the original Magic Keyboard by Apple, but imagine the keys have a little bit more travel, a tiny bit less clickiness. That's pretty much how it feels, and obviously the keys are different as well because they've got these rounded indents for your fingers. Honestly, really nice to type on if you're typing out like a Word document or some sort of report. This is great. It's fast for typing, obviously because of the reduced travel. It's nothing fancy. It's not like a gaming keyboard. I don't really know what the response time is or anything like that, but probably not the best considering it's Bluetooth. Something I'm not really used to is this thing has a number pad, so I guess if you're an accountant or you're using numbers a lot, then you might find that useful. Honestly, for me, I don't mind having it on there, but I'm not really a big fan of that, so I won't be using it. But most Mac keyboards don't have that, so if you are looking for something with a number pad, then this is something to consider. But yeah, with the number pad, that puts it in about 430 millimeters or 43 centimeters, so pretty standard size for a keyboard. And this is comparable to the official Apple Pro keyboard, which comes in space gray. So if you're looking for something a bit cheaper but similar to that, this is actually a really great option. And I think the best thing about this keyboard is the fact that it's made by Logitech. It works with the Logitech Options software, and so you get the flow compatibility, so it will flow between different computers, so you can actually have this hooked up to 2 desktops at the same time, and whenever you move your mouse and click on the other desktop, it will then transfer the keyboard over to that one. That's really nice, but there's also customization within Options, so you can have custom keys. So you can change your keys depending on which application you're in. I've got it set up right now, so if I click the camera button in Final Cut, it will open the import page. There's just so much functionality you can do with the Options software, and so the fact that this works with that is really nice. Something I really like is there's an eject button, so if you do actually mount like SD cards or SSDs, whatever it might be, you can simply click the button on the keyboard to eject them, which is super nice. Something else I like is the weight. Now I did mention it's kind of hefty, but that comes in really handy when you're typing because the keyboard's super solid on the desk. It does have these rubber feet underneath, and really when the keyboard is down and you're typing, it never budges, which is just great. I hate when the keyboard moves when you kind of put too much force on it, so yeah, that's a big benefit of this, but there's not much else to say. It's a nice keyboard, it feels great, which is the most important part. battery life is good, USB-C. It's got all the nice features and it's only $100. But anyway guys, we're almost at 50K, so if you could subscribe and hit the bell icon, that would help me out so much. And also hit the thumbs up down below just to show me you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys later. Peace.